is talking to you. Are you listening? Or have you allowed yourself to become so acclimated to the ruckus of this world that his voice is little more than another whisper, drowned out in the white noise of your heart? You pray, but do you pause? You ask, but do you wait? Or are you simply talking hot air instead of expecting a response? Because make no mistake, God still talks. He speaks with a voice louder than thunder, but softer than a breath, and yet, our wayward hearts ignore him. We scroll past him, we rush right by him, and yet he is patient, just as he lingered at that door of Laodicea, knocking, lingering, waiting, hoping that they might open the door and let him in. So in a very real sense, he stands at the door to your heart, the door of your mind, tapping, whispering, brushing against moments of your spirit you couldn't quite put your finger on. But are you even listening? You say you're looking for answers, yet when he answers with silence, you call him absent. You say his guidance, but when he shows the closed door, you call him cruelty. Thou seekest his will, but under the condition that it coincide with thy dream. Are you truly seeking the voice of God, or are you just seeking his approval? Oh, remember Elijah, the prophet, pounded almost into the ground with fear, hiding in a cave, begging God for a word, any word, and the Lord was not in the fire. He wasn't in the earthquake. He didn't arrive in the windstorm. God came here in the still small voice, gentle, quiet, holy, and Elijah had to draw in closer to hear him, and that's the stance God is calling out from you right now. Lean in, get off of your pride, drop your schedule, drop your plans, lean in, listen, because your soul is hungry for what no podcast, no preacher, no Instagram reel can satisfy. You are in need of his living word, not written on a page, but breathed into your soul. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." John 10:27. If you can't hear him, it's not because he's silent. It's because your heart may be tuned to the wrong channel. It's fear you've been hearing. You have been listening to insecurity. You have listened to the lies of culture that says do whatever feels good, when all the while God is whispering, do what's holy. You've been pursuing dreams that he never handed you, and getting angry when they break. All the while he's been working on something better. God's spirit isn't some kind of background noise that you can just plug into your life on demand. He is the only voice that counts. Every second you turn your back on him, you risk striding out of line with your destiny. Every time you drown him in busyness, you harden your own heart, and you don't even know you're walking blindfold straight into a war. There's an actual enemy, and he couldn't care less whether you believe in God. He just doesn't want you to hear from him. Satan's strongest weapon is not to get you to hate God. It's that you forget the sound of his voice. It's to keep you busy enough, numb enough, distracted enough, comfortable enough that you'll never see the divine instructions God is whispering into your weary heart. But God is still speaking. He is preaching through the word that gathers dust on your shelf. He talks in the conviction you have when you are just about to lose. He talks through the silence that is empty, but in reality, so very holy. He talks through the heartbreak you never saw coming, the closed door you pleaded with him to open, the left turn you wouldn't have taken in a million years. Every moment, he is speaking, in creation, in his spirit, in people, in pain. But you have to listen to hear this stuff. Hearing God isn't a mystical event reserved for prophets and pastors. It's the birthright of every believer who is willing to be still long enough to listen. God is not silent. We are deaf. If you're just tired of wandering, tired of striving, tired of wondering if you're walking in circles, maybe it's time to stop trying so hard to be heard and start learning how to hear. Perhaps it's time to fast from the noise, from the phone and the opinions and the endless scrolling, and to get back to the basics. Be still and know that he is God. Psalm 46:10. Not just know it in your head, know it in your soul. Know it in the silence, know it in the closet where his breath shatters the rocks. You don't